What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Diamond Deck Discussions Unfiltered. You know how I open up every one of these. If you've watched us before, we say thank you. If you have not and it's your first time tuning in, I'm Coach Jace. That's Coach Rob, and your boys are here today to have a couple drinks, talk a little baseball, we're gonna get off topic, no doubt. We don't even have topics actually, so there's nothing to get off of topic wise. And
There's things we can find.
there's some Major League Baseball things happening. We got another manager fired midseason.
Yeah, and that was a joke, by the way. It's
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's happening there. The boys are we talked about it last episode. We kind of been diving into this thing once a week. Life gets in the way of a lot of things. Me, Coach Rob, we want to do this 2 to 3 times a week, and via text and phone call, we do it 3 or 4 times a week, right? But being able to record live, you work shift work. We got life situations that happen. We're both going through some things with nothing bad. Nothing bad.
We're both going through personal things right now.
So it makes it difficult. I just went to Chattanooga, which kind of worked out. You were in New Orleans all weekend. I was in Chattanooga all weekend, so that kind of worked out. But we are going to try our best to make a better effort of doing this twice a week, I think, especially come closer to trade deadline, probably after the All-Star break. Definitely
after All-Star break, come trade deadline, because there are some massive trade pieces out there that we kind of need to talk about.
There's already been some trades, and there has
been, yes, but there's also more trades coming. Obviously, there's people that wait till the last fucking minute to decide if they want to trade a guy because they want to see kind of where they're at, before September.
Fun fact for anybody that doesn't know, trade deadline is August 3rd this year now.
Also, the day I start my turnaround. So there's going to be a lot of early morning episodes because I will be on nights for that turnaround.
Yep.
So if you want to do this twice a week, we can do it twice a week, but they're going to be all in the morning.
That's it.
Unless you wanted to do like one during the week and then like a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, a Saturday or Sunday, like kind of midday.
Yeah.
And that would be, but also that you think about it, it's close to football season.
Oh yeah.
So you might be busy. I might be busy. Also,
well, my football season will start till September 5th or 6th, whatever Saturday that is. What Saturday is Clemson? 5th?
I think it's the 5th.
5th or 6th. We both got calendars in front of us. We're just too lazy to look at them.
I don't know.
Whatever that first Saturday is in September.
Yeah.
That's when it starts.
I think it's that. I don't think it's not Labor Day weekend, because I think Labor Day weekend is. I'll still be working nights, by the way. I think we end right before Ole Miss. And I think I am available for Ole Miss.
Dude, if you are, I already have the plan. I've already sent multiple texts out. Parties at the house, starts in the morning, just like you do here.
And if I am available for the Ole Miss game, you may have to come help me load it up.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll load up. We'll do. You tell me how many people coming over. We'll do what we did here.
Oh, absolutely.
We'll do pulled pork tacos. We can have ribs for lunch. Whatever you want to do. But well, I don't know. I might not have that much room. But in my smoker,
ribs 1,000%.
Okay.
Because that's my favorite thing.
Okay, so we can discuss this later.
It'll be a later topic
because I believe the Ole Miss game is a noon kickoff or a 1 o'clock.
God no.
I think they came out with it and said it's a early kickoff. I don't think that's a night game. I do not think that's a night game. I'm going on ESPN right now and I'm going look because I think it's out and I do not think that's a night game. Now game day will be there.
Oh yeah,
will be in Oxford.
LSU's getting 2 of the first 3 game days.
I don't think there's enough security in this world to guard Lane Kiffin.
No.
I don't think they could hire.
Lane Kiffin's not getting on the stage.
That is week 3.
Yeah.
And I think the time is out. I'm looking. Week 3, LSU, Ole Miss. I'm not seeing it, so it is a night game. It's 6:30 p.m. kickoff.
Yeah, there was no way. That's prime time on ESPN.
Yeah.
Herbie's going to call that game. That is primetime ESPN football.
Yes, that will be game day.
Yeah.
Which is going to be incredible. I believe September 5th.
LSU is going to get week 1 at LSU versus Clemson. They got game day. Week 2 is Ohio State and Texas. And week 3 will be Ole Miss, LSU. LSU is going to be featured in the first 2 game days. Probably the only 2 game days they'll be featured in.
LSU Clemson's always is
the only way LSU gets another game day will be later that year when Texas comes to Baton Rouge.
Could we get 2?
You think they're going to pass up LSU and Texas if they're both ranked top 10? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No shot. No shot.
Lane Kiffin's first year, and if I tell you what,
and the Heisman,
Texas could be winning.
Preseason Heisman favorite Arch Manning.
Texas could be winning, but Arch Manning could be like
if both teams come in. If both teams come into that game 8-1, I think it's week 10 that we play Texas.
I can look.
I think it's week 10. If you come into that game 8-1, 7-1, 9-0, whatever the case is, whatever it is, you come in with 1 loss with both teams.
First Saturday in November?
No.
Texas plays Missouri.
No, it'll be later in November. First Saturday in November.
LSU Bama.
Is Bama, yeah.
Yeah, so are they after? So
yes.
week 11?
Yes.
Week 11, let's look. We're looking.
Why don't you just have LSU schedule
LSU, Texas, I could just do that.
I don't know what you're doing.
I'm looking at the entire schedule for the.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So
week 11
2026 schedule. Yeah, we're week 11 against Texas.
Yeah. So you come in 10-0, 9-1, and you're both top 10 teams, top 15 teams. Yeah, LSU's getting another one in Baton Rouge, 100%.
So I've seen a lot of stuff. This is like worst case scenario. We are
9-3.
I thought somebody said 8-4.
No, worst case scenario, LSU goes 9-3.
Yeah, and they don't make the playoffs.
No, nope.
Don't make the playoffs with 3 losses.
No.
Now you could. There's a possibility you could be, depending if those 3 losses are out of conference.
Yeah.
Right. Let's just say those 3 losses are out of conference, and then you have an undefeated record in the SEC. Oh, that was
loud.
It was. I gotta mute that. But you have an undefeated record in the SEC, and then you go to a championship game.
You got to win a championship game.
Right.
You got to get the automatic.
Yeah, you get the automatic bid. Whatever. And that make you 10-3.
If LSU has 3
so if
losses, you don't deserve to be in the playoff no matter what.
So if LSU, but we would though with an automatic bid. If we lose to Louisiana Tech, if we lose to whoever the fuck this team is after A&M, between A&M and Kentucky, McNeese maybe McNeese. I'm not sure. I don't know who they play.
I don't know. I'm counting on you right now.
And that's actually the only 2 out of conference teams. Oh, Clemson. Say we lose Clemson as well. And those are only 3 losses. And we beat A&M, we beat Ole Miss, we beat Kentucky, we beat Mississippi State, we beat Auburn, we beat Bama, we beat Texas, we beat Tennessee, and we beat Arkansas.
You run through the SEC.
But like the opponents I've listed, Texas, Bama.
9-3.
Yeah.
You're not a top 10. You're probably not a top 15.
No,
team.
But you make the SEC championship. And let's say you win it and you go 10-3. Obviously, you win the SEC championship, you're automatic bid.
Yeah.
And you get in. Now you might be a lower automatic bid, but you're not you're not top 4.
You'd be like 10.
Yeah. What's your opinion on? I know we'll get to baseball soon. What's your opinion on expanding playoffs?
No.
You think it's good at 12 right now?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
So
it don't need to go no more than 12. And
so here's what about the FCS?
No, I don't need to
go. You don't like what the FCS does?
No, it don't need to be any more than 12. Honestly, I think 12's too much. Too. I would have maxed it out at 8, in my opinion.
Okay.
Sure. This is not to take away from a Tulane or somebody like that gets an automatic bid, right? It's not to take away from these teams, but realistically, once every 10, 12 years, you're going to have that 12 seed that does something spectacular.
Yeah.
It's not worth just giving a team a trophy just because you want to give it and you want to make more. And I get it. It's all about money. Let's not confuse this at all.
Yeah.
It's 12 teams because it's all about money. Right. It's talking about expansion because it's all about the money.
Right.
That's all. You can't convince me that a 10-3 LSU SEC championship winner, 0-3 in non-conference, 10-0 in SEC, 9-0 in SEC regular season, you win the SEC championship. You can't convince me a 10-3 team deserves a playoff spot. Sorry. I said it last year with Bama. I highly disagree that Bama got in. There are better teams. There are better teams. And the problem is this. This year specifically, coming up in 2026, going into 27 now because playoff runs into the following year, obviously.
Yeah.
From the time these teams finish playing regular season ball to the time we get to, say you get a situation, well, the SEC championship follows the regular season. So I think it's from the SEC championship day or from, conference championship day to national championship is 93 days. Or maybe 63 days. 93 is like
93
3 months. That'd be in March.
Right.
63 days or something like that. It's something absurd. It's so long. And between that time frame, those top 4 seeds, right, that you rightfully earn, you have to wait over a month to play your first game.
Right.
And you're expected to be firing on all cylinders like you were in that conference championship game or like you ended the season. No, you got a whole month off. So, I get it. You can simulate a whole bunch of stuff. You can simulate all you want. It's not the real game. It's not the real game.
Yeah. So then this is why I brought this conversation up, because you got to do one of two things, right? So you got to either, if you expand it, you have to make every bowl game matter, right? Because now bowl games don't fucking matter until you get to your playoffs.
Not a bit.
Not a single bit. So the only way to make bowl games matter is one of two ways. You expand the playoffs and you make every bowl game a playoff game. Right? You go FCS style and you put 32 teams or whatever the fuck it is. You put that many teams in it, and every bowl game is a playoff game. Right? And then the winner advances and he move down the bracket. Or you do one other thing, which I've heard this. This is not my idea. This came from someone else. I'm sure you've heard it. You make bowl games the first game of the season, week 0. You put all your bowl games that didn't matter, right, and your non-playoff games or whatever. You make all your bowl games week 0 games. Again, I did not say this. This came from someone else. I forget what mine said. I think it was Josh Pate, maybe. He might have said it. But you make all your bowl games a week 0 games, so nobody has a chance to opt out. Nobody has a chance to. You
can still opt out. Well, the game don't matter towards your season, so why play it?
No. You make it a week 0 game, make it count towards your record.
But then what do you do at the end of the year for the teams that aren't, quote unquote, got their 7th win, went 7-6, and they earned their playoff spot, or not playoff spot, but their postseason spot? How about that?
You have a team of 53 to 60 kids. 40 of them opt out of a fucking bowl game.
Oh, no, I don't disagree.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the season, it doesn't fucking matter. And
I don't disagree at all. And
you also get a chance.
This is part of my whole thing with the 5-5 rule that we're trying to make in the NCAA.
Or you treat it like an NFL preseason game, and you let all your, it doesn't count towards your record, and you get you get all your freshmen, your guys. It doesn't count against a red shirt year or anything like that. And you get your guys that, hey, this guy might be really good for special teams.
Yeah.
Let's see what he does this game, and you put him there, and it's essentially like a tryout for the season, and you put it week 0, and you have it. And hey, this guy did really good. We're not going to redshirt him. We're going to keep him.
I don't like that because I do think that if you're going to make it about teams earning their spot with their 7th win, say the teams you put at week 0 and they go 4-8 or 4-9 depending on the schedule.
I don't know. Florida State played at week 0 one time. I mean, that's not.
It's not a bowl game though. Nobody's tuning in for that kind of bowl game. And I think it kind of goes with this 5-5 rule that NCAA is passing. Congress has passed. You know, I don't know when it takes into effect. We got to have a lot more stuff come out about this before we can really dive into it. But it's essentially to help with NIL, and I think NIL is being ruined. I never liked it from the beginning. I still don't like it. Call me old school. I don't give a shit. I still don't like NIL. I don't like what it's doing to the game. I don't like what it's doing to commits. I mean, look at that kid from was committed to Ole Miss for forever, decommitted to Ole Miss, committed to Colorado, decommitted from Colorado, committed back to Ole Miss, all within one day.
Yeah.
And it you know, that's football again, but it's like, dude, loyalty lies nowhere. That's why I could give a crap less who has the top freshman class coming in. I don't care. These guys, 90% of that freshman class ain't going to be there next year. You know why? Because you got juniors and seniors that are better than them and starting in front of them, and they're going to say, oh, I didn't play enough, I'm transferring.
Yeah.
The 5-and-5 rule that they're trying to make it in NCAA is essentially going to, your clock is going to start at your 19th birthday or the day you enter into college, whichever one comes first.
Which is usually around your 19th birthday.
Yeah, and you got 5 years. No medical red shirts. None of this
medical
shit.
red shirts?
No red shirts at all, is what they're saying. That's what they're saying. No
okay,
red
so,
shirts. You
so
got
remember,
5 years in college no matter what.
So remember whenever this first came out?
Or unless you want to go to the pros.
I texted you and I told you, I was like, look, like, is this the end of red shirts? You're like, no, they can still red shirt. I was like, well, that just wastes a year. Right. Correct. So like there has to be an end to red shirts. And I think that they're doing right by doing that though. Because if you want to play 5 years, fuck it, play 5 years. Yeah. Especially if you're getting paid now, like guys that aren't going to go to NFL, aren't going to go to MLB, aren't going to go to NBA, that want to just stay in college and play 5 years. Who knows? That fifth year, they might have a fucking highlight.
Finley.
They might have a highlight tape. Yeah, I don't know how. TJ Finley has a whole family.
He's on year 8 or 7 or something.
He's a doctor, I think, by now. I'm not sure. Dude, if he gets out of college with anything other than a general education degree, I'm gonna be upset.
Yeah.
Gonna be upset.
Look, there's a lot
of
stuff to talk about.
He's had 2 bachelor's degrees at this point.
There's a lot of stuff to talk about with the 5-and-5 rule that's coming, and we'll dive more into that at a later date when all this passes. But essentially, like, what I'd like to see happen, truthfully, in the world of NIL, in the world of opting out of bowl games, just because you want to, you're not hurt, right? You just want to. I truly wish that NIL would look something like this in the big scheme of the framework, right? You commit to said college. You got 1 free transfer. 1. You transfer a second time, you got to sit a year. The whole year. You can't practice. You can't dress out. You can't play in a game. Obviously, you have to sit an entire year. And unless the head coach and only the head coach leaves that school or quits, retires, gets fired.
Yeah.
Then you get another free transfer. The only way you get more than 1 free transfers is the head coach, not coordinators, not recruitment specialist. The head coach leaves, fired, whatever the case may be. Other than that, you got to sit. That's going to keep kids at their school, right? And then here's the other thing. You get 2 NIL checks a year, whatever you, let's just call it $1 million to make it easy. You sign for $1 million NIL-wise. Game 1, after you play, this can be baseball, football, any sport. Game 1, after you play, you get first check. You get a $500,000 check. Your next $500,000 comes when your season has concluded. That means playing in bowl games, if we're going to talk about football, playing in your bowl game. If you don't play in that bowl game and you can't show proof of true unhealthiness, not because you're trying to save yourself for the draft, not because of any of this bullshit that people are coming up with, not a team doctor diagnosing you, and NCAA creates their own medical staff, however they want to do it. An NCAA doctor tells you physically cannot play. Then you get the second half of that NIL money.
So, see, here's where I don't agree with that. And it's not because it's wrong. Like obviously this is all opinion based. This is not anything that's probably going to happen, right? So
except the NIL transfer thing. They are trying to put a limit on that.
Okay,
but
so
the money wise.
But so with that though, I think you treat it like you have all these colleges hiring GMs.
Yeah.
Right?
100%.
So you make it necessary for a college to hire a GM. And with those GMs, what their job is to get these guys under contract. And they sign like MLB. Hey, we're going to give you a 1-year deal with a 1-year option, right? Like if you do good this year, or we'll give you a 1-year deal with a 2-year option, or we'll go year by year basis. If you want to sign a 1-year contract, sign a 1-year contract. That's fine.
Yeah, you got to make it like the pros of your.
You have to sign. Hey, if I want to stay for I want to come to your school. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hey, look, we only offer 3-year contracts here.
Yeah.
Okay. I still want to come to your school. Cool.
Yep.
3-year contract. There's no transfer. You sign a 3-year deal.
Yep.
Or a 2-year with an option, right? And it's like instead it's a team option, not a player option, right? Like shit like that. If you
there's no options. I mean, the option is this: if you're going to sign with me, you're going to sign for X years.
No, I'm okay with them transferring. I'm not okay with them transferring like TJ Finley from school to school to school to school to school. I'm not okay with that. I understand the reason why people
7 years in college and you got 8 transfers.
I understand why people transfer, right? Because they were promised something that they probably didn't get, and I get that. That's as a kid, because these are kids. As a kid, it's frustrating. It's frustrating to say, okay, you're gonna get, hey, for your birthday, we're gonna get you the PS5, right? And then you end up getting a PS4. There's no more games that are made for that, right? So like it is frustrating. As a
PS6 supposed to come out later this year?
No, not. I don't think this year.
Next year, maybe.
Probably next year.
Yeah.
But also, Xbox is making another Xbox that's supposed to be the equivalent to a PC. So the bitch is probably going to be fucking $1,500.
Yeah.
But I have a PC already, so.
Woo.
Anyways, but that's what I think.
Speaking of football, NCAA comes out in a week?
No, I need to pre-order.
Pre-order it. You can start playing in 2 days if you pre-order.
No, I thought it was on the 9th.
No, you can start playing July 1st. If you pre-order, you get 7 days access.
I thought it was 5.
Mm-mm. There's 2 different pre-orders. I'm pretty sure. But I think it's July 1st. Right, so you can start playing. The game comes out on the 9th, yes.
Launches worldwide on the 9th for PlayStation 5, Xbox, and PC.
Hey, yo.
I might get on my PC.
Ooh.
However, you can get early access starting on July 2nd.
Okay, 6 days early pass. No, 7 days. July 2nd, July 9th. That's 7 days.
Okay, yeah. If you were an MVP Plus member,
well, you can do it. You got it.
Okay, so it says, however, you can get early access starting on July 2nd, 2026, if you are an MVP Plus member, or on July 6th, if you pre-ordered the deluxe or MVP bundle.
Yeah.
So, okay, so if you just pre-order the game, you play on July 6th. But if you are MVP Plus member,
July 2nd.
Which I don't know how the fuck to be an MVP Plus member.
Me either. I hadn't heard of that one. I didn't see that part whenever I said my 7-day pre-access.
Oh,
but all right.
If you're EA, like if you have EA Play.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense. Which that's July 2nd. So I have that.
Yeah, there you go.
I get
So you can play July 2nd. Buddy.
I get UFC that way.
Hey yo.
Yeah.
You can play July 2nd.
I need to
pre-order though.
Yeah, definitely need to do that.
When we're done here, that's exactly what I'm going home and do is do that.
Yeah.
Because I haven't done it yet, but that's what I'm going home and
do. Brennan St. Germain, my cousin, he said NIL needs to be capped and transfer portal needs to be limited to 1 transfer per 4 years of eligibility. Just my opinion. Brennan?
Well, that's 5 years of eligibility with the 5 and 5 rule. They're passing.
Per 4 years. Yeah. Okay. So they are. I thought they already passed it.
Something in the, you know how Congress and Senate and the House all work. It passes in one thing and moves up to the next one and the next one, and it's passed one thing. It's got to get approved and passed by the next.
See,
thing.
I didn't think it was in like that type of court. I thought it was in like, hey, we're the NCAA. We can just fucking do this.
No. It still goes through the Senate. Like it still goes through everything. Everything's got to pass.
See, it's going to be great. I think this is going to be great. I think for baseball and basketball, maybe. I don't think this is going to be great for football.
Oh, I think it would. I think it'd be great. The problem is this. It's just what we ran into this year when it comes to football. And this is the last thing we're talking about because we only got 20 minutes, so we got to get a little major league action here.
I got to take a stretch out.
But the problem is this when it comes to football more than any other NCAA sport. We had more transfer portal guys this year.
You could fill how many teams?
No. You had more transfer
portals
entrants.
Words are hard. It's okay.
What did I say?
Transfer portals.
Oh, trying to combine all the words here.
I know. Combine.
But you had more entrants in the transfer portal than you did spots available on collegiate football teams.
Yeah.
That's the whole problem.
Oh, yeah. No.
When are kids the best? Like, when are teams the best? It's when you, and I'm really speaking more toward baseball, but it's when you have that freshman to junior and senior guy that's been a leader, knows the expectation. When you have the Dylan Cruzes of the world that can bring in a Tommy White and a Paul Skeens and be like, this is how we do it, buy in. And they buy in, and it's game over. When you got the Jared Joneses of the world and you bring in an Anthony Ianson.
The Cade Beloso.
You bring these guys in and you already have your core. You know how things are going to be built. Like, you know what to do. And these guys come in and they're like, well, what do I do? And these juniors are saying, hey, follow the lead, buy into what we're doing, and let's see what we can do. I use those guys because obviously that's our two national championship teams. Like, that's our two best teams over the last 5 years, right? But it's the same. I'm expecting, I've been on record. I'm not the biggest fan of Milam returning. I'm not the biggest fan of his in general. I think he's going to come back, play second base. I've had multiple arguments about this. Dawson's going to be a better, maybe not better defensively, but he profiles better as a shortstop. Milam profiles in the bigs as a second baseman. I'm not the biggest fan of him coming back. It is what it is. But at the same time, I'm expecting his leadership as a senior next year to be that. This is how we do things.
Yeah.
And buy in or get out.
Yep.
And that's the way it's got to be. So anyway.
I don't know, but look,
a little baseball
headed to MLB. So look, the Mets ended up firing their manager, which I guess I don't know if it was long overdue or not. But my thing is,
in year two.
Well, so here's my thing with Steve Cohen. I feel like it's quick to pull the trigger, and I feel like this was 100% him doing this. And in doing that, the Mets the next day had a baseball game. And there's a reporter who's on the field before the game, and it was just insanely dumb of the Mets. Apparently, I don't know if they meant for this to happen or not, or what happened. I don't know. But the Mets mascot, Mr. Met, the baseball, which is fucking stupid mascot to fucking start with. He was behind the guy giving the report that the manager was fired. It's a very serious moment. And he is behind the guy giving the report, like just dancing around behind the guy. It was so dumb, dude. Everyone hated it. There was not a single person. Look, I don't hope anybody lost their job, but I hope that guy is looking for a new one right now. It is insane how they even let that happen. What?
I got something on baseball real quick. You're going to really enjoy this. Speaking of the transfer portal and transferring schools every year, one guy, 2 years, he's just joined his second transfer portal. You want to take a guess? We know him very well.
Cam Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh, he transferred out.
Yeah, he has put his name in transfer portal out of Oklahoma.
Okay. He's going to go to Santa Barbara. UC Santa Barbara.
This is the problem. This is the problem.
No, it's not. It's Cam Johnson.
It's still a transfer portal problem. It's a problem.
Would you still want him at LSU?
No.
Okay.
But if you chose not to be in purple and gold after your freshman year, your first year, by the way,
where he didn't do good,
where you were horrendous.
Yep.
Horrible.
You have any more adjectives?
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of things I can say about how bad he was.
Fucking dumb. He was dumb.
They're bad.
Bad, yes.
Bad. For being the top prospect that LSU has ever had?
Yeah.
You were horrible.
Yes. Love you, Cam. No, we don't, but it's okay.
Horrible. This year, Skip Johnson, head coach of Oklahoma, one of the best pitching coaches in the country, and you were horrible. Yeah. So you're either not buying into what people are trying to teach you.
With a W. Like, what horrible, you know?
You're either not buying into what people are trying to teach you, or you were just extremely overrated because you're a 6-foot-something lefty that threw 100 in high school.
Yes.
One of the two. I'm sorry. There's no in between.
I think it's
not another explanation.
I think it's uncoachable. And I think it is. He knows everything. He knows how to pitch.
This is everything wrong with the transfer portal, though. This is a guy, top prospect, right? Number what? Number 4 overall player in the class or something like that. Highest class player that LSU's ever recruited and had on campus.
He's going to be a hell of a real estate agent. I'll tell you that.
You don't succeed when you had your pick of the litter of what school you wanted to choose.
Yeah.
Because you were that good.
Yeah.
You don't succeed, you transfer. You don't succeed after being named Friday night starter, game 1 starter for Oklahoma. You don't succeed. Oh, I quit again on another team. So now what? You're not going to end up in the SEC. No. You're going to go to some team like you said, UC Santa Barbara. You're going to be a Grand Canyon. You're going to be
Fresno State. Yeah, somewhere like that. I hope he goes. Hope he goes to Cal State Fullerton and makes him great again.
And your numbers are going to be fantastic because you're not playing against any kind of opponent.
Right.
And then you're going to probably transfer again next year back into the SEC.
To Bama.
To somewhere because your numbers were inflated because you weren't playing any competition.
No. Missouri.
He's
going to Missouri. That's it. He can do great in Missouri.
This is everything wrong with the portal, though. 2 years, 2 transfers. It's everything wrong with transfer portal.
I'm with you. I agree, but
I just highly disagree. I highly disagree with where it's at. My thing is,
though, if as a coach, if you pull a Skip Berkman and you tell him, hey, I'm sorry. I feel bad. It's my fault. It's my fault I recruited you. You know, if you're Skip and you think that, like, all right, hey, look, you might want to go try somewhere else. If you're Blaze Priester, for instance, take him, right? Where he transfers out and he goes and he does great things and he goes, all right, hey, come on back.
Yep.
And he comes back and doesn't really get the opportunities he needed. But obviously, he's a great guy. But we sat here and talked to Blaze for an hour and a half.
Kept up with him all year.
Blaze is a great guy. But was he better than Luis Hernandez
and Cade Arrambide?
Right, Cade probably. Behind the plate,
defensively.
Behind the plate, probably. Offensively, maybe not as much, but he's probably right there. But Luis Hernandez probably was. I mean, he was our guy.
Luis was the best behind the plate.
He was
the second best offensively, but did enough.
In 2025, Luis Hernandez, I think, was the best pickup besides Daniel Dickinson.
Yeah, Danny Dickinson was easily the best pickup.
Although you could say Anthony Ianson also.
Yeah, you could. I mean, but Danny,
those 3 right there were probably the best transfer portal pickups we've had since Skeens.
But Danny was the everyday player. Danny was the heartbeat of the team.
Danny was everyday. I think Luis was too, though. Either catcher or DH.
Yeah.
He played some first. I mean, it wouldn't when Jared would go DH or whatever. You know, they wanted to give somebody a break. Like he was versatile. Like he was. Which we knew coming in from Indiana State that he was going to be either a first baseman or a catcher.
Yep.
But I mean, it was we all wanted to see how it kind of played out. But also, don't know if you know this or not, but the Angels, don't know his name. The Angels have fired their general manager.
Yep.
And with that being said, was it fair or unfair? Was he?
How do you want to look at it? Is the real question.
Because I'm asking because how many head coaches have they had since having Trout? Let's just say having Trout. Yeah. I think it's been 5.
Yeah, they're going through.
I think it's been 5 head coaches since then.
I mean, look, Mike Trout been in the league since 12 and he's played in 3 postseason games. Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah,
but they're bringing a guy in that I was listening to him talk today about it actually, and MLB Network seems to think that they're going to bring a guy in that goes sit down, have a one-on-one with Mike Trout, and just essentially tell him, hey, this is a full rebuild coming. We want to trade you, get you to a winning situation. This, that, and the other.
Who is picking up that contract?
Nobody's picking up the full contract. They will have to eat some. Probably at the half mark, to be completely honest.
All right, so here it goes.
I'm going to tell you exactly who the team is.
I think I hope we're on the same page here.
I'm going to tell you exactly who it is because you've already lost an outfielder to shoulder surgery. He's done for the year. He was a trade this year.
Okay.
Mike Trout is from this place.
Oh,
his best friend plays on this team.
Yep.
He has a chance to join multiple future Hall of Famers. They are in the absolute most win now mode more than any team in Major League Baseball, in my opinion, even more than Dodgers. And that is a team called the Philadelphia Phillies.
Yeah. So
1,000%. If you had to tell me right now, Mike Trout's getting traded this year, who is he traded to? I'm telling you, it's the Phillies. So 1,000%. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
So we all know. I mean, anybody who's kept up with baseball since Bryce Harper. Yeah.
Who's kept up?
Anybody who's kept up with baseball since Bryce Harper was a free agent.
See, karma forgetting on me.
Yeah. Words are hard. So anybody who's done that, right?
Yeah.
Knows that Bryce Harper, when Mike Trout became a free agent, Bryce Harper texted him and said, "Hey, bud, come back home. Come back home. We could use you. We could absolutely use you." And he goes, "Hey, watch this shit. 425 right there on the dotted line with the Angels." And everyone went, "What the fuck is Mike Trout doing?"
Yeah.
Now, some people speculated that his wife loves L.A. and he wanted to stay there because of his old lady. Probably doesn't like Philly because, as most wives do, they don't like the things that you like. If he were to go to Philly, does this team beat the Dodgers and win a World Series?
Gosh,
now, let's just hypothetically.
I can't do it.
Hypothetically, he's healthy.
Yeah. No, look, I get it. I'm the biggest Mike Trout fan.
I love it. I'm going to an Angels game.
This was
in July.
This is a guy that is
definitely not January.
That is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Like, he was the face of our league from the moment he stepped into it. He should have won.
You don't think his games played is going to hold him back?
No. He is a first ballot Hall of Famer.
What, 3 MVPs?
There's
or 2?
2 or 3, and the only reason he didn't win another one was because Miguel Cabrera had a triple crown. Oh. If Miguel Cabrera don't have a triple crown, Mike Trout wins.
Yeah.
That one, he came in second that year.
Yeah.
Only because it's the first triple crown that Major League Baseball seen in, decades. And so that's the only reason that happened. But, I mean, look, when you talk about, I can't say Minasian, I guess is his last name. When you talk about Perry Minasian, who they fired for John Mozeliak, Perry, I'm going to just stick with Perry because his last name's too hard for me.
Pee Wee. Got it.
Yeah, I don't have somebody in my ear telling me how to say it the right way. But
I'll be in your ear.
Old Perry, if you look at what he's done in his time All right, this is a guy that is, in my opinion, super controversial for 2 reasons and 2 reasons only. You want to take a guess on what those 2 reasons are?
Mike Trout has 3 MVPs.
Should have 4, but lost 1.
So he was
second place. What, 2 or 3 times?
So second place his rookie year, where he won Rookie of the Year.
That I'm pretty sure that was the year that.
No, so I think Miguel Cabrera won the Triple Crown in 2013.
I was about to say 13 or 14
because he was on the cover of 14, the show.
Yeah,
which makes sense.
Yeah,
right. So I think, and that's when Mike Trout came in second. Mike Trout has 3. Every time he's been in the MVP race, which is every year, but 1, 2, 3. Well, I guess
that's
1,
recent.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, those are all recent.
4. Which he was an all-star 2 those years. He's finished top 10. Mm-hmm. He's won 3 MVPs, and he finished twice, 4 times.
Yeah.
Finished 4th once, 5th once, 8th once.
This is a first ballot Hall of Famer, no question.
Yeah,
no question.
11-time All-Star, 9-time Silver Slugger, Rookie of the Year, 3-time MVP.
Yeah, no question. First ballot. But the 2 things that Perry did in his time in Atlanta. I'll give you the 2 guesses, and I know you know them.
Trout and Shohei.
Not Trout. Shohei, yes. You didn't trade Shohei when you should have. But what's the second thing?
Sign Rendon.
No.
He did do that?
He did, but that's also already putting money into the team.
Okay.
The second thing is something we've talked about so many times on here.
He may or may not have unalived Reed, or no, what's his name?
No.
That was a doctor.
Stop.
Sorry.
He had a draft. Come on now. That's got to give it away.
Oh, he had a draft where he drafted nothing but pitchers.
Thank you. And only one's made it to the league.
Yep.
That's
not even for the Angels.
Yeah, that's really the 2 things that really stand out to me. You could have traded Shohei. I get it. You were kind of in the mix that year. Kind of. You got to take a step back, look at the big picture, say we're not making it. Okay. Yep. You could have traded Shohei and changed the whole dynamic of that team in a matter of a couple of months.
Yeah.
Because you get rid of Shohei, you bring in a ton of young prospects. Easily got 4 or 5 prospects and probably 2 top 5 prospects from whatever organization you traded him to. Could have rebuilt very easily, very quickly.
Anybody would have took that trade.
Yeah. And
for anything you wanted.
And you didn't.
Yeah.
And you didn't. So that's really the 2 things that really stand out to me.
The problem is the end of Shohei's tenure with the Angels, he tore his UCL. So had Tommy John,
which was the week. I'm pretty sure
it was in September.
It was right, but it was that trade deadline.
Yeah,
they didn't trade him, and then he goes down.
Yep.
After they were out of the postseason,
which I mean,
mix
you
anyway.
don't know that shit, right? No. You don't ever know that.
But you got to. You knew you weren't going to re-sign him. I mean, you just knew it. All right, Coach, we got a couple minutes left. Let me just say one thing real quick, and then I'll let you do the closeout here. Coming up over the next few episodes, we're going to dive into Major League Baseball heavily. We talked about this all the time. We're going to follow college baseball to the end and then get into Major League Baseball. We're about to do that. We got some Dodgers news. We got the Sox news. We got Mizorowski through a Maddox game that we got to talk about. Yeah. We got Cy Young races heating up, MVP races heating up. Division races, how are they looking? We're going to talk about all these things over the next few episodes. We'll get some more information about the 5-and-5 rule when it comes to NCAA. We'll talk about all that too. So just a little preview of what's to come next.
Which Red Sox just beat Yankees 4 in a row. So
yeah, we just swept the Yanks after losing 2 out of 3 to the Rockies, which was very unfortunate because we had leads in 2 of those games going to the 8th inning. So hopefully this sweep of the Yankees can kind of turn the season around for the Sox. We'll see what happens. But with that said and what's to come, I will let Coach Rob go ahead and close this thing out.
Yeah. No, we appreciate everybody tuning in. It's always a great time to be here. It's always a great life that we live. Just being able to do this. We do this regardless of, this really just gives us an excuse to get together and drink beer. Without anybody complaining or anything like that. So, but no, we appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm Coach Rob. That's Coach Jace. We're your boys with Diamond Deck Discussions Unfiltered.